When people think of microscopic organisms, they might picture tiny bacteria or perhaps fungi, but there's another diverse group, lesser known yet fascinating, called protists. Protists are a bit of an odd bunch. For a long time they were grouped together simply because they didn't fit neatly into any other category. They could be single-celled or multicellular, able to make their own food like plants or relying on other organisms like animals, and they range from harmless algae in the ocean to dangerous parasites like Plasmodium, the organism responsible for malaria, a disease that still claims hundreds of thousands of lives each year. Recently, scientists uncovered something entirely unexpected, a hidden connection between these tiny protists and cancer. Cancer itself is a vast and complicated disease, really a collection of over 100 conditions. Each type begins similarly, with just one single cell that goes rogue, dividing uncontrollably until it threatens the whole body. Cancer has become one of humanity's most pressing health crises, with over 19 million new cases and nearly 10 million deaths reported in 2020 alone. It's long been known that environmental factors, such as unhealthy lifestyles or infections, can trigger cancer. Remarkably, over 15% of cancers globally, and even 20% in developing nations, are linked to infectious organisms. Scientists now believe that by the year 2050, infections could become the #1 cause of cancer worldwide. The International Agency for Research on Cancer, IARC, has already identified 11 infectious microbes as definitively carcinogenic, meaning they're known to cause cancer. While most research has focused on viruses, bacteria, and larger parasites, protists had remained largely overlooked until now. Recent research reveals that certain protists might also influence cancer, potentially playing roles in how cancer cells form, grow, and even respond to treatment. Though traditionally seen mostly as disease-causing agents, these organisms are now being recognized for their intricate and previously unappreciated interactions with cancer biology. Understanding the connection between protists and cancer opens new doors for medical breakthroughs. Scientists are investigating the complex mechanisms behind how these tiny organisms affect cancer cells. Could protists directly trigger cancer development in some cases, or perhaps accelerate tumor growth? Conversely, might some protists offer therapeutic benefits, acting as living medicines or diagnostic tools to detect early-stage cancers? This new frontier in cancer research holds great promise. By diving deep into the relationships between protists and cancer, researchers hope to uncover entirely new targets for cancer therapies and drug development. Just as discovering the link between viruses and cancer revolutionized prevention and treatment strategies decades ago, the hidden world of protists might now inspire the next great leap in medical science. In the battle against cancer, every new clue matters. Protists, once merely biological curiosities, might soon prove crucial allies or reveal important adversaries, guiding humanity toward powerful new weapons in the ongoing war against cancer.